Hello everybody. I'm recording these videos to mention the main points about the inventory management part of the course. I highly recommend you to read the literature from the book. Chapter 11 of Introduction to Operations and Supply Chain Management. You can find more details there. These are just some introductory videos that will help you to understand maybe the basics of the concept. I will record 3 videos, and in each video I will focus on one part of the subject for today's class. Read about these details in the book Inventory Drivers and why inventory is crucial. The inventory control is crucial for businesses. We keep inventory. One of the main purposes of keeping inventory is to satisfy demand. Then we can say that we have generally 2 types of demand. We have independent demand and dependent demand. Independent demand is what we usually forecast, which is based on market study. And then we have dependent demand, which is tied to the production of another item, for example, the items, the end products that we sell in the market. Take the example of a table. The number of the tables, the demand for the table is independent demand, which is based on the market requirements. And then if we have the demand for the table, then we can accurately calculate the demand for the legs, and it is the this is called dependent demand. For controlling dependent demand, there are other tools like MRP and so on that we will not talk about in this course. Here we are focusing on independent demand and try to introduce some inventory control models that will help us to deal with independent demand. We have different models. We have periodic review model, continuous review model, single period model. The focus of the course will be on continuous review model and single period model. But in this video, I will tell you also about a periodic review model in order to make it easier for you to understand what is the name, what is the differences between a periodic model and a continuous review model, and where the names come from. So it will make more sense when we know about both of them. Let's start with continuous review model. We have this figure. We have on the x-axis we have time and inventory level on the y-axis. Assume that at time 0 the inventory level is equal to a number like here, right? As time goes by, some demands materialize, some customers arrive to the system, so we need to use the inventories that we have to satisfy these customers. Therefore, our inventory decreases as time goes by. It decreases and decreases and decreases as time goes by, and it reaches a level that we call it reorder point, or ROP. At this point, we need to make another order to replenish the inventory that we have. To do so, we will make an order of size Q1, for example, right? And if we make an order of size Q1, then the total inventory that we have, either on hand or on the way to our warehouse, will equal to ROP plus Q, which is the, let's say, the blue curve. It is what we call inventory position. So we have inventory level, which shows the inventory on hand, and then we have inventory position, which is inventory on hand plus the orders that are on the way to our warehouse. Again, and assume that we will receive this order after L units of time. This is delivery lead time, right? This is the lead time that we have from the time that we place an order until the time that we receive that order. So we will receive the order at this point of time. Now time goes by, the inventory level decreases, and because inventory level decreases, of course inventory position decreases as well, because we said that the inventory position is the summation of the orders on the way to our warehouse plus the inventory level. At time L, we will receive the inventory, so inventory level will increase by Q1 units and it will reach inventory position. At this point of time, we have all of these amounts on hand, so we have nothing on the way, so inventory position is equal to inventory level. Time goes by, inventory level decreases, of course inventory position decreases as well, and they reach a point equal to our OP. At this level we need to make another order to replenish the inventory. Again we will replenish the inventory by Q units. Here let's say Q2 units. So inventory position will increase to the point ROP plus Q, and then we'll receive that inventory after L units of time. Note that this L units of time can be uncertain. It doesn't need to be deterministic. So the lead time can also be uncertain. As you can see here, the demand is also uncertain. Sometimes, it doesn't follow exactly the same pattern as time goes by. Time goes by, the inventory level decreases, and we reach this point of time. But after this point of time, we can see that inventory goes into negatives, which means that there are some demands here, but there is no inventory on hand to satisfy those demands. So we will have some back orders or some negative inventories. Then at this point of time, we will receive the inventories we had made previously, so our inventory level will increase by Q2 units. But first we will satisfy the number of the customers that are backordered already. So we will use this much of this Q2 units to satisfy back orders, and the rest will just go into inventory as on-hand inventories. And time goes by and the same story will repeat again. It is what we call a continuous review system. And in this continuous review system, we can see that the order intervals, the intervals between making two orders is different for different times, and we have the same amount of orders or the same order quantities for different orders that are made. These are the features of a continuous review system. The other system is called periodic review system, and it is a bit different. What are the differences? In the periodic review system, we will review the inventory at certain points of time, not continuously. In the previous case, if you remember, we continuously reviewed the system to get to know exactly when it will reach our OP, and at that exact moment of time we made a new order. But here we only review the system at certain points of time. Assume we have weeks here as our time units. This is the let's say this current moment, and then we have week 2, week 4, week 6, and so on. And what happens here is that okay, let's assume we have a stock level equal to R, and at each of these points of time, 0 to 4, if the inventory level is less than R, then we will make an order to reach this level. For example, here the inventory level is this much, right, at time 0, so I will make an order equal to Q0 to reach level R. Time goes by, After this time, I will receive my inventories. This is the lead time. So my inventory level will increase by Q0 units. Time goes by, the inventory level decreases until week 2. In week 2, I will go and again review the inventory that I have. And I can see that my current inventory level is less than R, right? So I will make an order in order to increase the inventory level to R. So I will make an order of this size, right? The difference between R and the current inventory level. This is called Q2. L units of time passes, this is the lead time, inventory level decreases, so I will receive the inventory, the order that I have made previously. Then I have week 4. This time I am making an order of size Q4. After L units of time, I will receive that inventory, that order. Time goes by, but this time, as you can see, because of the uncertainty in the demand, I have a high demand. So in week 6, I will have some back orders. This time I will make a very big order of size Q6 to reach level R. Time goes by, I will go further into negatives, I will have more back orders until I get my inventories, my order, and then inventory level increases to by Q6 units and so on. This is what we call periodic review system, in which the order intervals are fixed. Here we have 2 weeks, but on the other hand we have different order size each time we make an order.